Sometimes we don't know where the road of life is going to lead us. For me, it led me to Launch Code, a place where purpose and passion collides, a place where you have an opportunity. Launch Code helped me launch a new career. It gave me that opportunity. So I want to give back. I want to be able to help a new generation of learners become developers by sharing all of my life lessons and all of my struggles and what it took for me to get to where I needed to be today. Launch Code helped me do that. Now let's go on this journey together. I'll see you there. Okay, so now we are in chapter 18, and we're going to be introducing to you classes. Now, think of your brain like a muscle. It's a muscle. And if you are into bodybuilding, we call this where your muscles are at total breakdown and collapse. And that's when you can start really building the muscle. Once you get to that point and you're building your muscles, well, your brain is a muscle, and we have just collapsed your brain up until now. Now we're about to build you back up by introducing you to classes. Now, you need to watch this intro video because I am going to give you a couple of resources here as well to help you understand classes. First off, understand JavaScript doesn't have classes. So you may be wondering to yourself, then why are we talking about them? Well, just to help you understand, classes in JavaScript is what we call syntactic sugar. It has to be compiled down. Two terms I'm about to introduce to you, really, they're paradigms, and that's declarative and imperative paradigms. And it's important that I introduce this to you now because I'm going to build upon it as we continue to go forward, because you need to understand the difference in what they do. But I just want to give you those two names first without bogging you down with too much information, just planting the seed right now. And so again, if you're new to the curriculum or to this channel, you can follow along with the curriculum. All you have to do is click the link in the description. Let's get into it. Chapter 18, classes. The learning objectives here are to, upon completing all the content in this chapter, you should be able to do the following: create and instantiate classes, use inheritance to share behavior and data. Now we're bringing in inheritance. I introduced the OOP, the 4 principles of OOP, and that was, we learned about abstraction. The second was an encapsulation. Now we're about to learn about inheritance. The fourth one is polymorphism, but now we're learning about inheritance because of classes. The key terminologies are going to appear in each chapter, which is class, and declaring and calling a class, which is the instance. And then we're going to break down inheritance, object-oriented programming, which is an object-oriented, or what we call OPP, inheritance, child class, and parent class. So we are going to go deeper into class, but before I get started, it's a couple of resources that I want to give to you that's going to help you with this. The first resource is up here, is that I want you to go to this video right here. And I'll leave the link in the description. It's going to tell you about UML class diagrams. I want to introduce that to you now because this video is very helpful. 12:23, that's all it is, 12 minutes and 23 seconds. And it's going to kind of help you understand classes by me introducing to you the UML, which is the Unified Modeling Language. And so here, this is by Lucid Software, which I do use myself. Now, another resource is here, this GitHub, where it's going to give you a UML cheat sheet. it's going to break down how classes work and how we use classes. We have this word visibility with these minuses and pluses. It's a little cheat sheet for you to have to kind of understand the relations and how we write classes. But watch this video right here next, because this is going to kind of help set you up to understand how classes work. So I'll leave those links in the description for you. Go ahead and watch the video in YouTube for a UML class diagram, and then also have the download that PDF on the cheat sheet for UML. Like I said, it's going to be very beneficial. It's a tool, and it's going to help you better understand how classes work. Understand classes is just syntactic sugar, and the reason why it was introduced is because a lot of developers were coming from an OOP background, which is what we're talking about with Java, or a back-end type of software or program language, and came over to JavaScript. So they were to help them better understand how JavaScript works. Now, the reason why I introduced declarative and imperative, JavaScript is both declarative and imperative, where Java is imperative. I'm introducing that to you now, and we're going to go through the definitions as I go through this chapter. So with that being said, I'll see you in the first section.